Day 23 of the lockdown. Okay. Man, the sky looks good, don't it? It looks like a movie set. Looks like a green screen. That's really the sky. So, okay, this is what I'm going to talk about tonight. First of all, somebody made a good point yesterday when I told the trailer park story about me being grounded so much is probably the reason why that's somewhat of the reason why I'm a comedian, because I observe people, and being grounded for so long in the trailer and just looking at everything going on outside that window of my trailer, I probably was my first time ever just observing and not interacting with people. And I go, I didn't think about that. And I go, man, there's probably some truth to that me just looking outside my window in the trailer park. Some lady said it, left a comment, and I was like, she's probably got some truth to it. So a lot of people asking, am I really gonna let my hair grow out? I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting it cut until this lockdown's over. Same with the Flu Manchu. It's not getting cut, even though it's looking thick, and I do this all day. But it reminded me of a funny hair story. So if you guys see my act, I talk about my road manager, Brad, a lot. Now, Brad's a southern dude from Alabama, lives in Atlanta now. Good dude. Been my road manager for like 11 years. Fired him 3-4 times, but I always hire him back. And so anybody that's seen me over the last 11 years, they've probably seen Brad. Talks like this. Hey, man. So, Brad, here's a funny story. So, talking about hair. So, I've been working with Brad for probably a year and a half. He's been on the road with me. We've been on boat cruises together, like the Tom Joyner cruise and the Festival at Sea, which is a Bay Area cruise. We've done 2 or 3 cruises together. I always saw him with his hat on, and he never got in the pool, never went swimming. He'd always sit around, but he always had his hat on. And then one time, I stayed with him when we went to Atlanta, and he kept the Scully on. So he took a hat off, but he kept the Scully on. So I'm thinking, hey, he always had hair come off the side and stuff. I'm thinking, oh, it's for his hair. Just keep it tight. And so we're in Temecula, California. There was an improv, I believe, in a casino out there in Temecula. And they had an after party for me. So we go to the after party and we're in line. And the bouncer's like, there's a dress code at this spot. There was no hats, no gym shoes, no athletic gear. It was a over 30 decent spot. Brad got a hat on. The bouncer was like, hey, man, can't have a hat on. Brad's like, man, come on, man. Just, I'm with Gary. It's his party. He goes, dude, and the bouncer was being real cool. He was like, I'm sorry, bro. There's no hats. It's club policy. Brad takes his hat off. Now he got the Scully on under the hat. So the bouncer's looking at him like, yo, dude, your hat, your Scully. You can't get in with the Scully either. Brad's like, man, come on, man. Man. The bouncer goes, dude, if you want to get in, you got to take out the Scully. Brad went like this, boop, took that Scully off. I had no fucking idea he had a George Jefferson. It was right here and right here. The bouncer went, put the hat back on. So the bouncer realized, oh, this dude ain't no gang. He ain't trying to be cool. He trying to cover up that George Jefferson. When I tell you, I'd never seen the bouncer go, hey, man, sorry, no hat, no Scully. Put the hat back on. Literally, I made a noise. I went, ooh, because I didn't know. And I know the dude for a year and a half, 2 years. I never knew he had the George Jefferson. And I guess he had good baby hair or something coming out. So that's how he thought it. I said, dude, what are you doing when you bring girls over? And he was like, man, just keep the Scully on. So anybody that was banging Brad 11, 12 years ago, just know he had the George Jefferson. That's why he kept the Scully on. But I had never seen a man literally go from 30 years old to 50 years old that fast. Not that he was 50, but he literally went from 30, boop, 50. I was like, oh, shit. And I never knew. And then finally, a couple months later, I'd see him. I go, Brad, just shave it off. Because he still had the hat on and the Scully. I go, dude, just take it off. Finally, he gave up. He He finally took the Scully off. He finally shaved all the hair off. I was like, dude, what were you hanging on to? Just let it go. So anyways, that's a funny hair story about Brad. I'll never forget Temecula, California, and that freaking bouncer going, put it back on. Put it back on. So, all right. And I got some more funny stories about Brad I'll share because I feel like we're going to be on lockdown through May, I'm guessing. Because yesterday I said till at least April. I said at least April. I didn't say it's going to end there. I said at least April. Everybody's like, man, we're going to be in this through May. I go, yeah, probably. But gives me more time to tell more stories. All right, y'all. That is the end of day 23. And I'll see you on day 24. All right. Let's carry on. Sign off.